A long time ago.
Okay, cool. All right, we are live. Everyone can hear us. I'm going to transition to the full screen, hit record. Got to get all the good recordings for Audra and her team, so they're helping me pump the brand. I'm so excited. All right, let's
Good.
see. All right, and then you can go to colorfulcarl.com and click a link there if you wanted to watch the stream, but really you just it's not going to be a big difference for you, so because you'll be able to see what I'm working on. So,
Cool.
all right, live scene with guest. Boom. All right, we are live. Here we go. So, all right, guys, thanks for coming out. This is For the Love of Creativity show, episode number 6. And we have my friend Jason Swenk here tonight. Super impressive guys. If you guys don't know who he is, he's done some really cool stuff in the agency space. I actually met him by joining his agency mastermind, trying to level up what I'm doing here in my life. And he's actually the reason I'm doing the interview show portion of this creative thing, anyways, because he kept telling me I need to do a podcast. So this was my adaptation of that idea. Anyways, Jason, thanks for coming, man. Tell everybody about yourself. We're stoked to have you.
Yeah, I have two young boys. Well, I guess they're not young anymore. One's about to be 17 and another about to be 13. I'm married, live in Durango, Colorado, play in the mountains, love everything outside, and been helping agency owners like yourself scale a little bit faster.
Yeah, man, and I know agency owners like me greatly appreciate that, and we both share that love of the outside. You know, you dragged my ass out to Colorado for that agency retreat, and man, it was amazing. I'd never been to Colorado. The experience itself was so cool, and I just I thank you for that again. Lots of
Well,
fun, and
I think you asked for the horse that was obsessed with my horse.
yeah, I was like,
And it was,
let me get that horse that will just drive Jason crazy. So
and,
the inside story there is that Jason and I, so we went on this horseback riding trip, right, over the Great Sand Dunes and around to see the bison herds over in Colorado and Durango, right? Is that where it was? Yeah,
uh,
and
yeah,
so you live in Durango. It was in
I can't remember the. It was Durango's west in Colorado. Wherever we went, directly east.
yeah, okay. That makes sense. I know I drove south almost to New Mexico from the airport in Denver. So, but yeah, so my horse was obsessed with your horse. So it was straight she did not want to let any other horses, particularly a few of them that Darby was riding, kick Darby's horse right in the chest out the gate. It was ridiculous.
She was definitely very possessive of my horse.
Super
It was
feisty.
pretty funny.
Yeah, for sure. So anyhow, let's roll into things. That's a little background about Jason and I's budding friendship and what he does, which is super cool. And also, you built up some agencies yourself and sold them. Have had a great amount of success in your career. You guys used to do work with Lotus and a couple other big brands, right? Yeah, I know you'd mentioned something about that.
Yeah, and we were a creative agency, so we designed the brands and the websites for Lotus Cars and Hitachi and some Legal Zoom, some pretty big brands, and it was a lot of fun. And every time I see you, like I keep telling you, you remind me of my VP of operations, which was like my second designer I hired, like literally spitting image.
Oh wow, man! I got to meet this guy. He's got to be at least pretty cool. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm sure. Awesome, man. All right, so let me break out some of my questions. And actually, right before I do that, I always like to show off the piece we finished last week in case people didn't make it through the whole show. So usually every other week, Jason, I'll have a guest, and the other weeks I'll just do art for fun. So this one started off as a sketch from my father, as they do every week. And, so I found this in a notebook, and it was from 1973 in January, and I just randomly grabbed it and didn't even look at the date until I was already working on it. So, just a quick little shitty sketch. My dad would just, often be on the phone or talking to somebody and sketching things, or he might have been sending a telegram back in 1973, but that was a terrible joke.
I like
Anyway,
that.
so I drew over top of it, turned it into that over about 2.5 hours on the last live stream. So similar process tonight, but we're going to start with an image of your dog, which is what you selected, which is cool. Beautiful shepherd, right? Is that a Malinois or a shepherd?
A shepherd.
Okay, cool. So I'll break that out here, and So the one thing that I do and theme through all the pieces on my art is I always include some aspect of my dad's art. My dad's art's like some of this crazy stuff in my ceiling, or really wild, beautiful watercolors. It always just adds a layer of punch of just colorfulness and exciting, and it just feels creative and honors the legacy of the torch I've been passed.
Well, you got
So
to do it because you're colorful Carl, right?
correct. I am the colorful Carl now because no one can spell or say Cleanthus, so we just go with colorful Carl. At some point, I am going to actually shift the whole channel over to that, which is where we started. But I don't know. I've been trying to iterate, and the whole thing goes that way. Sometimes you just punch around until something feels right, and sometimes you go forward, and then you got to go back just because you didn't know you were in the right spot until you were in the wrong spot, kind of thing, right?
Exactly.
I don't know. Anyways, so let's rock and roll. All right. So the first question I like to ask anybody because I'm always curious, and my wife said it always puts me off and puts me into a good mood at the beginning. Is what compelled you to say yes to coming on the show?
Oh man, well, I mean, we had so much fun in Colorado. I was like, why wouldn't I?
Totally makes sense. I might have gotten a little extra intoxicated on the fire one or two nights, and I was like, "Oh, Jason's gonna think I'm insane." But I mean, I am kind of insane, so that's all good.
Well, I just wanted you to say NFTs a couple times. So I could
NFTs, dude, NFTs. I'm telling you, Jason. You messed around and asked the group like, so what do you think the future is? I gave
Oh my
everybody a
God.
minute. I gave them a minute, and no one chimed in. So I was like, I know the future. Anyways,
like NFTs.
man, I'm still having fun with them. So good times. All right, so I think I know the answer to this one, but what are some of the things that really inspire you?
I mean, it's my family, my kids. They inspire me.
Sure,
That's why I do everything.
I can
Especially
totally
my
relate.
yeah. I mean, especially my oldest. He's so motivated and so driven. That stuff inspires me.
Awesome. Yeah, I noticed. I wonder. I was thinking that you might also say, the outdoors and that sort of stuff. But I wonder if that's inspiration or if it's more just like something like you really enjoy, not necessarily inspires any creativity, which is also possible. So.
Well, I mean, I was born to be in the mountains and
I
outdoors, right? So
love that.
that's kind of my life, ever since I experienced the mountains. It doesn't inspire me. It's just I think it's me, or if that makes sense.
Well, it just feels like home, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
I
does.
just like for Christmas we went to Georgia for a couple weeks, and I didn't feel the energy that I do being out here.
Oh, yeah, that's fascinating. Yeah, I could totally see that having been to a couple different spots in Georgia and just having. There was something really cool, like waking up every day and like looking out. Like, I mean, I've lived in coastal Virginia, like right here in this little spot my whole life, right? I didn't even see proper mountains till like 2018 when I went to Idaho and visited my brother in law in the Grand Tetons. So 30 something years of my life, and there was something really just awe inspiring about the just amazing the amazing magnitude of these mountains, and it was funny for me because I started to me and Phil went different places, and there's like almost like a surfer like bro culture, but it's about people climbing mountains and not surfing waves, but it was like the same consciousness, which was like pretty interesting. I thought it was cool, so I love that. Okay.
It's seasonal here. That's the real magic. Where right now we're chasing like fresh powder or fresh snow.
Oh yeah, for
And then,
snowboarding and skiing and stuff.
yeah, and then in the spring, we're chasing like the coolest rock cliffs, and then in the summer we're chasing the highest peaks. So it's always like different, challenges each season, and that's what I love about it.
Sure, that makes sense. Hey, real quick, do you want this to be like a full body, or do you like the idea of a portrait face of your
The
dog?
face is perfect.
Love it. All right, cool. I was thinking that too. All right, how old is Aspen here? Aspen,
She
right?
is 2.
She is 2. Beautiful, beautiful animal, man. Got it from a good breeder, clearly. Let's see.
Well, it's actually, I got her. We were in Georgia right before we moved here,
Okay.
and I was trying to adopt some of from these rescue centers,
Okay.
and literally, the waiting list was forever. I was like, I don't want to wait that long, and I found her on Craigslist. I went to this place, and it was this like crazy breeder,
Okay.
and I was like, I couldn't leave her there, and I was like, I'll take her. So.
Love it. Love it. Well, she's like, you can, yeah, I've been around a lot of animals in my life, and she's got a sweet demeanor about her. You can tell just like looking in her face, you know, like she's a good dog,
Yeah,
which is amazing.
she's very sweet.
I can tell. Let's see.
She can't be away from me though.
Oh, yeah. A little separation anxiety type of thing.
Yeah, for both of us.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. The comfort animal. Let's do refine
Definitely.
here. Let's see. I'm just trying to get her knocked out of the background here really good.
Yeah.
Good old Photoshop. This is gonna take like 5 minutes, and it used to take me like 35 minutes back when I was in design school.
Yeah. So you're not the crop tool then, or the magic? What is it? The magic tool that we used to use?
Oh yeah. Back in the day, you just do that. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That would take forever. You can actually just hit select and mask now, and then you can do select subject, detailed results, select subject.
There was a website I was using that you basically it removes any background in like 2 seconds.
So those are all AI based things that are just like getting really crazy now. I still there. That's what I'm looking for. And then we're gonna do refine here. So I'm still not a super knowledgeable on some of these new tools. It's all good to me. Like I'm not on my art team. Like I can't do this in a fashion. We don't do this, professionally. This doesn't even make sense. But my art director fired me from the art team, 4 or 5 years ago, because he's just like, dude, you're not fast enough, and you don't follow any of the procedures we set up. Like, he's like, go do what you're good at. Like, so it works out great. He's been with me for like a decade now too, which is
That's awesome.
just amazing.
I was on the website. Have you been on this Lexa Art?
Lexa Art? No, I don't think so.
Or it's LEXICA.art. And someone that video I told you I was watching.
Yeah.
Let me disconnect this. Here you go. I was watching it saying, go to this site and you put in like whatever you want, like German Shepherd, and it will show you the prompts that it used to create that. And then you can use other AI tools, because I guess with some of the, the AI art, it's all about the prompts you use and how descriptive you are.
For sure.
That was kind of cool.
Let's do that. Let's mess with this real fast. So I'm gonna jump into Midjourney. I copied out your image just to usually if you're gonna train the AI, you want to pump in at least 4 or 5 different images. So I'm gonna drop that image in so this is a Midjourney bot. It runs in Discord. All right. So then I copy the link address. So copy link. And then I'm gonna do imagine. Let's do paste the link, and we're gonna do we're gonna do portrait of a German. Is it 2 P's in Shepherd? Yeah, I think so.
I think just one, or maybe 2. I don't know.
Let me Google it real fast. That's the only
No,
problem. All right. Yeah, let's see. Cool. Portrait of a German Shepherd, and then I'm going to do colorful watercolor style, and then we'll change the aspect ratio to 3:3.
Well, what's the number? What's important about the number?
2:3?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just making it 2 parts wide, 3 parts tall, versus 3 parts wide, 2 parts tall, or the default is 1:1. So I did that so that it makes sure that, because I want it to be vertical, So, oh, Shepherd has an H and an ERD. All right, well, we'll see what it renders. It's probably gonna be special. It's so it'll just pull less, I would imagine less good data, if you will. If I don't spell everything right. So it's not, and I didn't even spell portrait right. Damn, killing it. Good times. Yeah, I got an art degree. Not a spelling, not English. Let's see. All right, so we'll do another render. So I just did those. I don't know if they all. You'd have to kind of say which one you think looks most like your dog, but
I would probably say the bottom left.
I was thinking that too. Super cool. All right, so I might grab that. Let's see. I'll see what the next one's doing. Oh, I didn't put in Imagine. Whoops. Okay, copy link. I didn't say
going off that picture.
Yeah, it's referencing that picture and then also the internet or the data set, whatever, which was scraped from the internet, which is a huge controversy right now among the art community, by the way. So basically, like, there's a big pushback because no one opted in to be a part of these things, right? So they're saying copyright violation. So the law isn't behind that currently because the law never catches. I mean, it's not catching up to AI, right? It can't catch up to anything.
Who would own the artwork? Would it be the AI bot or the person that created it? Is that the controversy?
Yeah, that's part of the controversy because Midjourney is one of the companies that hasn't released their data set, so no one really knows what's in it, or if anything's copyrighted or not, or whatever. And I think they're just trying to avoid the conversation entirely. But what they're saying is, when you pay for their license, which is like $30 a month, that you own the commercial copyright to the images you render. Which is interesting because it starts multiplying images and doing that over and over again. Like, who owns the image if it's rendering two things that are basically the same? Or if they're so close to the original and there's not enough derivative, then like they're infringing on copyright and also saying that you own it. And, you know, it gets a little crazy. So, so these are cool. I don't think they're any better than the last set. Which is interesting because I didn't even spell shepherd right or portrait, but it didn't matter.
And it doesn't look like it's really pulling her picture. I think it's just pulling her. Like, I bet if you took out her picture, it'd probably pull the same one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We can try that again, actually, if you want, without the picture. So this one in particular does best with like 5 to 10 images, more like closer to 10 of the reference of the subject before. And most people don't do that anyways. They just dump in, but just use a prompt. But I mean, so it's utilizing the like perspective pretty well. I mean, it's flipping it around, but like, see, there's a lot more variation in this one.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, this looks nothing like your dog versus the other ones.
Correct, yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah, there's basically a part of like the AI space that's called fine tuning, where you can start dialing in the little pieces more and more and more, which is pretty neat. So, cool. But that you have to use other software for that. So, and then there's AI upscaling, and it gets insane. So yeah, none of those don't look anything like So it didn't. This really captured your dog's features a little more. The slender face, the coloring's off, but I can fix the coloring, and I'm gonna do a lot of stuff to this afterwards. So
I won't get the ears. The top right.
This one you like? Yeah. I see that. It's got that look. Okay, cool. All right, so then what we can do is we can go top right, which is version 2. So we'll upscale 2, and I'll drag that in, and I might just play with it. I don't know. I might just end up drawing back on top of the other one, but I just wanted to show you how this works all the same.
That's
so
cool.
It's that easy, man. Like, you can type in whatever you want. Like a few weeks ago, I did this bit over here. Let's see. Oh, hey, look, Derek's on. Sorry. So I got live stream crowd that jumps in. I keep forgetting to check whatever I'm doing interviews, but so Derek is in. He says, "Hey."
What's up, Derek?
Derek's one of my really good buddies. Crazy, amazing tile guy. Really creative, in fact. But he he renovated my bathroom a few months ago. It was fucking amazing. Like it's so nice. Every time I walk in there, I'm like, this is just feels good. We got like mixed matched wood grain tile and did the whole bathroom like different colors and what I'm like shiplapped it all and custom cut all the pieces. And it looks
Ooh,
so
I like the
fucking
shit
cool.
lap. Or shit lap.
Yeah, it's really dope.
I said shit lap.
Chit chap, ship shap. Where is it at?
Say it a couple
Clint
times
the
quick.
studio. Yeah, it won't go well. What is going on here? Clint the Studios live stream. Yeah, I want to show you this magic mushroom mines I did. You might have seen this if you follow any of my stuff. So I rendered all these in Midjourney. Actually, this is a stock image of some moss, but stock image of moss, and then like all these like magical forest renderings. This was the first one I did. I was like, oh, it kind of looks like brains, you know? So I was like, let me render some colorful brains, right? So I had colorful brain renders, did 3 of those. And then I had some little gnomes in a magic forest, and everything was like magic forest related, right? So I get all this stuff together. And then on the stream over 3 shows, I think, I turned it into this. It took about 9 hours. And just like really, like it's super detailed too. Like I got in there and I'm like drawing all the little specks of light on everything and super fun. So, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Awesome.
Thanks, man. So, I mean, that probably would have taken me like 50, 60 hours without AI. I could do it. That's not a problem. But like, I can do it way faster with AI. But, you know,
That's
it is what it
crazy.
is. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
I really like that.
Thanks, man. All right, let's see what else we got. So we'll take this one. Oh, cool. So this is cool. So then we can do like make variations if we want. And while that's rendering, I'll pull up my next question for you. Let's see. Okay, so who are some of your favorite artists and why? And more in like, you know, visual artists. So.
You're gonna laugh at me.
No, there's
I
no
don't
wrong
know
answer.
any.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. You don't know any artist.
Well, I do know one artist, which is the guy Scott's twin. So Todd Alexander. He's an amazing artist, but he's the only one I know.
Does he have a website?
Probably. I would
Todd
think.
Alexander.
He has a gallery in Florida, so let's see. I think Todd Alexander.
ToddAlexanderArt.com?
Well, let's try that.
Let's check it out. Let's see if this is your guy. Is that him?
Yep. That is him.
Awesome. Let's look at his work. So this part of the show I love because it inspires me to see other people's stuff, you know? So
this could be one of your relatives, too.
Oh, yeah? Oh, right. This the guy's brother, you said?
Yeah, because they're twins.
Oh, neat. So dream landscapes. Nice. Just wonder if it didn't
Really
say
like that. That's cool.
watercolor. Yeah, dude. So this is what my neck of the woods looks like, you know? Swamps and reed grasses, and I love to go canoeing and hanging out, you know?
Did
Surfboard
I
art.
show you the I haven't painted in a long time. I painted this on an iPad. Did I send it to you?
Maybe. Resend it, though, if you don't mind.
Let's see.
If you hit it to me in Slack, I can pull it up on the screen.
Let's see. I'll see if I can move it.
Oh, he's got some other landscapes in here. Show thumbnails. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, these are fun.
Where is Slack? Oh, here we go.
I got 4 monitors over here, man. So this guy's
I
good.
know.
Oh, wow. This is cool. Nice. All right. Got a new artist to appreciate. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. Oh, he's got some archives here. Let me go through these real fast. Nature. Can never go wrong with nature. Yeah, this guy's good. Wow. Okay, I can see why you like him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what medium he does?
I do not. I just remember when Scott used to work for me, his brother, he would do it on like some of his paintings. Like Scott was telling me one of his paintings took over a year to do.
Yeah, that doesn't sound impossible. These all
which
came out really
is
good.
nuts to me because I'm very impatient. So
I've been working on this one for 3 years, and it's digital. It's almost done, but now I'm like so far into it that I really want it to like be amazing, amazing. So like now my level of expectations is through the roof, right? So I sketched this out on my phone in the bathtub one night, like just like little. Oh yeah, yeah, it was an idea from one of my staff, and I had like the note with the little pin, you know. Um, so then I dropped it over top. It's like, oh, let me put it in like a setting, right? And then I started like basing out my colors, you know. And then I started going, oh, well, let's do a photo bash. So I started grabbing textures of like pine bark and like wood and antlers and kind of pushing them in there and seeing what that would look like. And anyway, so I go there
that's
and I
cool.
just adding in more and more detail, changing it up, keep punching. I mean, there's probably hours and hours and hours. And then like I ping it over to Ross, my creative director. He's like, look how flat that is, man. Put some dimension into it. Like roll his chest back and move his arm forward. I was like, oh, that looks so much better. And then
cool.
we were gonna submit him. We got an opportunity to bid with NBC Universal for like the next big monster series. You know, like because they had all these old school ones. So I started kind of pitching in that direction. But again, like I had too many things going on, so I never sent the pitch off. But I started developing this story that it was like a sentinel of the forest, like attacking campers for destroying its homeland, and like you know what I mean. So this like sentient
cool.
tree monster. So then I really started pushing the lighting. I was really excited to get it to here, and that's where I have it right now. So I've got to adjust the tent some, so it actually looks like he's like leaning into the tent a little, and then have some lighting interaction, a little better atmosphere. But I drew that and took photographs and bashed it all in there. It's all my shit, no AI at all. So
that's awesome.
But yeah, I've been working on it since 2020.
You got a lot more patience than I do.
Yeah, I don't know. It might just be ADD, and then like I get excited about it again, and I play with it a little bit, you know. Because I should just sit down and finish this shit before I start something else, you know. Anyways, which one of these do you like? I did some re-renders just to kind of get some color palettes and stuff.
I would probably the bottom right.
This one?
Yep.
Yep. Cool. All right, and I'm gonna upscale that for. And there was this one too. This one's pretty good.
Yep.
We might just roll with that. Let's do that. Yeah, I'll drop that one in there. All right. Open in browser. So I'm excited about the new changes in the agency thing. That's fun. The new rebranding. I did not do the homework. What was the homework? The onboarding document thing. Damn it! Y'all know where I need to be, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow morning first thing. I know it's due today, but I'm sure I'm not the only person.
That will help you determine. Well, that'll give you more direction too, and I think it's been a big eye opener for a lot of the members to go, oh, I didn't know I was weak in this area that I should be strong.
Yeah. I think it's going to help us quantify our weaknesses and get our heads right in the right space, you know, for sure.
And then, you know, depending on which system we're going to be working on, whether it be a track converter scale, you'll be surrounded by all the agencies owners working in that particular one. So
yeah, and I already know how powerful that's going to be just based on the conversations I've already had. You know, thus far. So let's see how close to one. So it definitely interpreted a lot. Let's see how far off did it get.
It's the nose. Her nose is like thinner,
and the coloring is a little different. That's not too much different. But check this out. So all right, yeah. Let's do this. Let's thin out her nose. All right. There's a better way to do this now, but this will work for me.
Whoa.
That isn't.
It's not as long.
All right. I'm not sure why that was being weird. Oh, I got selective mask on. No? Photoshop hates me sometimes too. I'm like in here like trying to do my thing and it just does whatever it wants some days. I'm like, I don't get it. All right, let's do that.
How do you select two things? Are you hitting control or something?
Holding shift and then it turns to a plus icon.
Okay.
And you can hold alt and it'll turn to a minus and then you can cut that out. But like it's feathering my selection 300. Oh, oops. All right, that's been the problem. Okay, now I can do this. So yeah, you hit your lasso tool. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd happy. I actually do a fair amount of talking when I'm on here, just teaching people Photoshop too. So I can do that too. So yeah, so if you do that, you hit Control J, it'll jump it onto a new layer, and then Control T, which is command. You can right click, select your transform, and then you can do that, right?
Yeah,
Scale
Control T was my favorite function in Photoshop.
Nice. Yeah. So I'll do that. Is that looking closer? And then I'll clean up the edges, but.
Yeah. We flip back to her.
Yep. Let's drop that and then. It's starting to look.
Yeah, her it's more of a wider.
Yeah.
Smile.
I think I'm just gonna draw over top of her. That way, it is your dog. You know what I mean? I'm not stressing that at all. I did just want to show you the AI part, so.
That's cool.
It was fun. All right, let's see. Where is my questions? All right, so do you have a favorite type of visual art?
Give me some examples, I guess.
Oh, sure. So like photography or painting or sculpture, different types of painting, digital art.
Well, I like mountain photography.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, like I mean, you can kind of tell by the new website. Like, there's
and your logo. Yeah.
On mountains every page. So.
Okay, let's see. Just taking notes here. Loves mountain photography. Okay, I love it. And I imagine that's why you wake up and like seeing mountains every morning because that's your jam.
Like Jimmy Chin, he's a photographer and videographer and a mountain climber. I love his stuff.
Oh, cool. Let me check him out. That's probably your favorite artist, I guess, in terms of photographer.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
He was the one that did Free Solo.
Okay, what is that?
Oh, you need to watch that movie. So Free Solo is climbing a mountain with no rope, no assistance, nothing.
Okay. That sounds cool.
If you watch the movie, your hands will start sweating. I promise you.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I bet it's some anxiety in that. Did they GoPro it and stuff? It was like really good shots?
Yeah. I mean, they won an Oscar for it.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I can't believe you haven't seen Free Solo.
No, man. I've been just like working way too much for a long time. Dude, I've been doing this since 2006. I quit my last job in 2007 and have been like passionately motivated and driving myself and just figuring it out with no real like I was just really pushing and not a lot of planning, just all like hard work, you know? Which just didn't really serve me very well. I mean, we stayed in business. Like, I'm tough as shit. I've been through this is my second recession. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, I didn't like just the stuff I learned in the past 6 months. In the mastermind, doing that stuff has been monstrously awesome, and I just can't say saving me so much heartache. Like, it's just insane. Yeah. So, all right.
And
so
what filter did you put on that? That looks cool.
I just ran posterize on it. I always start with that so that I do, if you go under image, you can do adjustments and then you do posterize. And you basically get to set the number of levels that are in the painting, that are in the art. So it basically, if you were, takes the color depth down to like 6 different colors, If you get in there, you can see how it's just little pieces now. I like to do that at the beginning, just to kind of take it into a more painterly feel. And yeah, so.
That's cool.
So what type of music do you find gets you in the creative zone?
uh, I don't. I like kind of old school '90s rap.
Really, I love that. That's our jam over here. My
Yeah.
wife's 42 and like grew up in the hood, like, and absolutely like we put on some like Tupac or some like any like 90s like real gangster rap. She's like she'll rap the whole thing like
Yeah.
passionately. It's
Yeah.
awesome. So that's fantastic. Who's your favorite musician?
Dave Matthews.
Okay, how about in the 90s gangster rap space?
Oh, Tupac.
Oh, definitely. Love Tupac.
That or
He,
Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg.
oh yeah,
Like
Dre
the
and
Super
Snoop.
Bowl, the Super Bowl commercial the Super Bowl halftime last year was awesome.
Dude, I really wanted to watch that, and I never went back and watched it. Um,
It was good.
I gotta do that. I heard it was really good, and who 50 Cent was in it too. I'm not sure if he said that actually. Sweet man. All right, I'm actually just start doing some art. Here in a second. I know you're not impressed yet. All right, so I will drop. Let's see. I usually what I'll start doing is I'm gonna grab one of my dad's pieces. So let's see. Oh wow, I'll have you help pick. That'll be fun. I've never done that. So.
Oh, I see NFT folder.
Dude, lots of NFTs, bro. NFT everywhere. I can't even drink. Live stream art. We have an art bank. Reference art bank. All right, so like this is some of my dad's stuff. So let me know if any of these appeal to you, and I'll like start it as the base of the background.
Okay.
And then I can I'll bring in the colors and paint over top of Aspen, and do something cool.
I like
with
that
it.
one.
That one?
Or
Yeah.
actually, what was the next one you were going to show me?
That one?
That's kind of cool too.
It's pretty insane.
I like
Yeah.
that one.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dope. Let's do it. All right. So I'm gonna find that one in here. Yeah, my dad did like thousands of these, Jason. Like it's insane. They're just sitting in a box in my house. Like I'm just trying to get them out there. So maybe this whole show will help. This is another sort of variation of that.
Oh, I like that one.
This one?
Yeah, 18 was.
Even better than 12?
Yeah. Or show me the 866 one. That one's cool too.
It's really gnarly. Yeah. You like that? That one's cool. And then I'm going to pump the colors up on all these too. So
I like that one. That one right there. That's cool.
the one that's selected?
Yep.
Right here. Okay, cool.
I don't know. They're all good. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
It's kind
objectively,
of like when you go to the eye doctor, you're like, one or two. I don't know. You tell me which one.
I feel you on that. Cool. So sometimes, dropping my dad's art in there, actually frequently, is what really gets me jazzed. I start to, see the art, once I have some colors in it. So, it's pretty fun business. So I'm going to select this one, and then I'm going to use content aware fill to fill in the rest of the page as a texture.
Oh, you just don't blow it up?
Nah, something cool. I like the there we go. I like the addition and the size of the texture too, right? So that's something I keep in mind. So that's kind of neat. Throw that back there. Let's see. I could blow it up now.
What I started doing around the house, I would take pictures of, we have in Durango, we have like a 1800s steam engine and a bunch of trains. So I take pictures of those, and then I print them out on metal canvas, and they always come out. I love paintings on metal canvases.
Yeah, these are painting. I do a lot of my prints on metal. That one's metal. It's hard to see right now in this lighting, but then I did that. I got these too. So, but yeah, I love metal canvases are really cool. So do yours have white in them, or is it silver where it's supposed to be white, like metallic? You know?
I don't know. I can't move my camera or I'll mess it up.
Yeah, no worries.
But I'll tell you another artist.
Okay.
He was a designer of mine as well. And I actually have some. I don't know why I didn't realize. I don't know. I've just never done a show like this, so I haven't been able to think of it. But
That's okay.
Scott Pageant. I have a bunch of his artwork around stuff. Scott, I'll tell you. Why is my phone messing up? Oh, okay.
Technology does whatever it wants.
So, if you look up Scott with 2 T's,
Okay.
and then do PADGETT.
Hold on. Scott, P-A-G.
Oh, you spelled Scott wrong. There you go. PADGG.
Okay.
Yep. And then art.com.
P-A-D-E.
No, you have Paget. So PADGETT.
There it is.
There you go. And then art.
All right.
And then you
Scott
can go. I'll show you the
Paget.
paintings I got in my. He did one of like a chief, and then another a chief riding a horse.
Like a native chief?
Yeah,
Nice.
and it's pretty cool.
Let's see. Yeah, these are looking dope already. This one's amazing right here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is my jam. I love this green man face.
Oh yeah, he does like Freddy Krueger and a lot of dark stuff. Yeah,
Wow.
Jason. Yeah,
This is fantastic.
yeah. Yeah. There was one of the chiefs, but that's not the one I owned. Let's see.
Oh,
Keep
so
scrolling down.
okay. I clicked. Sorry, there's probably a little bit of a lag.
Sorry.
All right, we'll go on to originals. We'll see if we can find your chief. I love the Star Wars one. That's amazing.
Yeah,
So you said that's not it, right?
that's not it.
Okay.
Well, you do the print editions, maybe. Maybe it's in there.
I want this one.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's amazing. Yeah, I love that. Makes me want to do a piece like that. Print editions.
Oh, the Georgia people, the Georgia taking out the Florida Gators.
Oh, nice.
Funny. Oh, there's. There
That's
it
the one
is.
you
That
got?
one? Yeah, and then the one up. Too.
You have the original, you said?
No, one of the prints. It's like
Okay.
a 3 feet by 5 feet, and then that horse one too.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I
But
love
he's
it.
not charging enough for this. I mean, $30? Are you serious?
Yeah, what is it? It's a Fuji Pearl print. It's a 9x17. So let's see the biggest one. And then we'll put it on a foam. That's 400. If you get
Yeah, it's still cheap.
Yeah. I agree. I have like a Redbubble store. It's got a bunch of stuff on there, but same kind of thing. It's probably a print fulfillment shop where he doesn't have to do anything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they just
Right.
charge whatever they charge, and he's not stressing it. So I'm gonna start messing with this guy and adding some color in from the background. Lock the pixels. Now I'll just keep playing with this until it looks really cool. So for this show, like, it's all about me, like, iterating and experimenting as fast as possible. Like, so, like, kind of just, like, putting my creativity on more of a hyperdrive, because I always overdo things and overwork them and take too long. So this whole thing, I try to lean more and more into that on the show. But I won't get this done before you're gone. Like, I'll probably stay. I usually stay until like midnight, but the guests usually fade off after. Like I said, I ask them for an hour. You know, every once in a while somebody will get real lit and just hang out with me for 3 hours, but never expect it. So, let's see. So, what's your favorite cartoon?
Garfield.
Garfield, nice. I love Garfield.
I used to be a cartoonist.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh wow, dude! I had no idea.
Yeah.
Jason, we're both outdoor enthusiast, creative artist people. Like, what are the odds of that? You know?
I know.
I love to go. We go out in the swamp here a lot. There's a place called the Great Dismal Swamp, and it's some of the most beautiful, pristine nature I've ever seen. I freaking love it. I'll show you some pictures sometimes, dude. It's just magical. This monstrous lake in the middle. It's something like 400,000, some 100,000 acres. Like, and they used to it used to be part of the Underground Railroad where they would take escaped slaves through and like try to get them away from the dogs because they wouldn't track them through the swamp, kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. A lot of cool history there. So. Let's see. What kind of music do you find gets you in the creative zone?
Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton. I've never even heard of Chris Stapleton.
He's a country singer, but it's pretty cool music.
Okay.
Yeah. I just slacked you one of my cartoons in that painting I was messing around on the iPad doing.
Oh, let's see. You mind if I pull it up on the stream?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, hey, that painting is beautiful. All right, so we got the painting. Nice. And this was on the iPad. Yeah. So what are you using?
All with iPad, yeah. And that's if I could go back, the mountains look too similar. Like I was just trying to, I've never done any paintings ever. So I was like, let's see what I can do. So.
Well, it's a great start.
I'm way better at the cartoons.
I love it. It was a great start though, man, for sure. Let's see what cartoons we got. Cartoons. Announcement. Bad news is we have a lot. A lot of clients hate us. Good news is we have a lot less clients now. I didn't read that right, did I? Bad news is we have a lot of clients. Why can't I read?
That's all right. Now I used to do all the cartoons for Florida State newspaper, and then I did it for a lot of the cities that I lived in.
Wow.
Then I just started doing random cartoons every once in a while, making fun of something. So
I love it. Those are fun, man. I love the style there. It's cute. It's how long? When's the last time you did some cartoons?
Years ago, yeah, probably 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Oh wow. Got to get back into it, bro. It feels good.
No.
You know?
Well, the painting I did a month ago, so I was just messing around. My kids and my wife are like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Ah." It's amazing what you can draw on this iPad. Like,
yeah.
And then you put all these layers in, and then like the watermark, I basically just kind of duplicated all these layers, turned it, faded it out. Like it was pretty cool.
Yeah. So like that's the big part of this stuff that makes it like really, really cool. That you can just do, like it's very forgiving, right? Like I can just grab that and move it over there, you know what I mean? Or I can just go back to the layer and take parts off and add color back in, or you know what I mean? Like all of those things are really nice features of digital for sure. So let's see. It's feeling a little flat to me. Anyways, let's see. Ooh, what is the most personally moving creative experience you've ever had? So something you found very engaging, very exciting, and but it was tied to like some sort of creative experience, and that that can be really anything. Like it's open to interpretation.
Hmm. Maybe when I went to a Tony Robbins event
Yeah?
and and we walked on fire.
Walked on fire, huh?
Yeah, I thought
How
that was
did
kind of creative
how
and
did that
stupid.
go?
It was fine. I literally thought it was fake fire at the time, and then like a couple months later, people on the news, a lot of people got burned. I was like, oh shit, it was real.
How does Tony deal with that literal heat of like burning people at his thing? Uh, like, what did he get sued or like, what happened?
I have no idea. I just remember it being on the news.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah. So
Photoshop, stop. Why does it do that to me? Sometimes like it just like grabs me and like does that. Like, what is it doing? That's so annoying. Have you ever experienced creative block in any kind of like, be it writing or art or anything that you're trying to, manifest something? And if so,
yeah,
how do you get through it? Like, what do you do?
I think like all of us, we look for inspiration in other things, right? So like I just know when I used to create websites, or even when I was creating the Agency Mastery 360 website, I literally had a creative block I wouldn't know. And I just have to kind of go look and see something and then kind of go, oh, okay. And then put it all together. The blue background looks cool too. I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna layer it in here as soon as Photoshop starts to
Like a
cooperate.
window.
Actually, I'm gonna overlay it and blend it. Uh, what in the world? Let me close this and open it back up. So I have a copy of it open on another window, so I can time lapse it. So like
Well,
it
that's
doesn't
cool.
jump in and out a bunch while I'm recording it, which is really nauseating if you try to speed it up. So like that's the trick, setting it up on another window. But so
Oh.
it makes it a little difficult to. What the fuck, Photoshop? All right. So I'm gonna just shut Photoshop. Sometimes it does that obligatory logo splash. Let's go on to the next thing here. And if you haven't checked out Epic Made, you should check it out. We are working on a NFT project, Jason. Got a 10K PFP NFT. We are literally creating humans and like these wasteland humans and cyborgs and were creatures, and like it's so. We're on the call for like 2.5 hours of the day, and when I got off, I hit up Ross. I was like, dude, that doesn't feel like work to me. Like there was a time, 7 years ago, we got our first illustration project that was like, here's 15 grand, which at the time was a lot of money, and was like, do 20 illustrations for our tabletop gaming thing. And we were working like 3 hours into that project. We'd never really got a big illustration project, a sizable one, I should say. And I was like, this doesn't feel like work at all. Let's do more of this. And that eventually led to us. That was before we were Epic Made. So we rebranded to Epic Made and started focusing on this like visual genre. And now it's like we get projects like this. It's not even work. Like, I feel amazing. It's so much fun. Like, we're excited. We're deep diving into the lore and just getting lost in the experience of it. It's amazing.
Yeah,
So,
that is cool.
Yeah. Good stuff there for sure. Let's see. Yeah. So the last question I always had on this thing was just like, so, now that you understand how AI works, what's something beautiful and inspiring that we can bring to life? And I think what I want to do is layer these colors in the background here, get the texture feeling good, and then I'm going to render some mountains, just a cool mountainscape in AI, and then drop that back there, and then have Aspen and like cool mountains that are all crazy colorful in the background, and then I'll paint over the portrait until it's like really colorful and artsy and less definitely realistic, but not lose the form of Aspen's
Yeah, that's
face.
cool. That'd be neat.
So I'll render. Go ahead.
She loves the mountains too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, brother. Yeah, well, if you ever, come out to the coast in Virginia, I'll take you to some cool spots out here. some outdoor adventures. I've been taking my kid, my son and my wife and I have all been going out to the swamp, and it's just like you paddle it. You can't get in there with boat. There's no roads. There's like a space in the middle where they have like a little spillway that they put up to keep like from flooding the neighborhoods, like 20 miles away. But like, yeah, it's this pristine lake, and it's like really glassy and black. And if you're paddling on it at night, like you can't even tell where the stars stop and the sky starts, and it's fucking just like you're paddling in this like the stars, right? Like crazy cool. And yeah, there's a lot of Sasquatch stories out there, a lot of Sasquatch lore.
I'm sure.
So, escape, watercolor style. Very colorful. Let's try that. And then we'll do AR 3223. Sometimes I type in the whole thing before I hit enter. No worries, Andy. Welcome. I don't know when you posted. Sorry about that. Welcome to the chat. We're just making a little portrait of Jason's beautiful dog on a watercolor mountainscape with a bunch of my dad's crazy paintings in the background. This is where we're at so far. I'm gonna let that render, and I'll bring it in a minute. So, yeah. So for some reason, Control T was not doing anything earlier. Like when I was trying to mess with it. Just pissing me off. So we're just having technical difficulties tonight, Jason.
I know. Well, it all started with my computer, right?
Yeah, it did. It did. Oh, see, I like what that did to it. What do you think?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's like a little more sweet and beautiful feeling. All right, then I got these guys right down here. Any of these speaking to you? So Matt, the dogs, I'm just going to grab like probably like the horizon line up.
Yeah, I like the top right. That's pretty cool.
All right, cool. I like it. I'll do some variations of that top right one. Mountainscape watercolor style. I was like, why is it putting water in there? Got to learn how to type. Like a bajillion words per minute, but they're only like 80% accurate.
Yeah.
I used to play EverQuest and go on raids with my friends when we were on 56K dial-up, like super nerdy shit, back in high school, and we were all like furious typers, like ridiculous. Like all of us could type 100 words per minute, like no problem. Because like back then you didn't have the headset, so like you're raiding and you got to send like 5 messages to the tank and the healers, and there's like 25, 30 people in a raid, and everybody's got to coordinate, and all you can do is type really fast on your keyboard.
Was that like Age of Empires?
Age of Empires is a strategy game, right? Don't you like create like armies and send them into war? So this is it's a massive multiplayer online role playing game. So you build a character in a specific race with a specific class of abilities and spells and level them up. And then I think my F5 broke on this keyboard. And then there we go. You go to like fight like a big dragon, and like no one person can kill it, but if you have a whole team, you can kill it. So it's pretty cool. It's like it was one of my favorite things to do growing up, other than sports.
Very cool.
Sports was kind of like a blend, I guess. So I did that. I don't really like that actually. So I don't like how much like egregious white is there. I don't mind it in the corner there. Sweet. All right, so let's see, Jason. I'm coming on your show tomorrow, which we're gonna talk about all kinds of other stuff. It's funny how that worked out, huh? So how many like podcasts a week do you shoot? Do you do you do a lot of those? Sounds like that's a big thing.
Maybe 2 or 3 a week.
That's not too bad when they're like an hour. Even less than that, some of them, right?
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, cool.
My attention is about this much.
Well, I feel you. So let me ask you something. As I'm making this piece, like I want it to be something you want to hang up. Mm-hmm. So where is there a color palette, like a saturation level? Like is this way too saturated? that won't go. That'll be like an eyesore. Or are you really just kind of open to whatever?
I like blues and greens. I
Okay.
don't normally like pinks.
Okay.
Like, and blue and orange are my favorite color, even though I hate the Florida Gators.
But they made Gatorade, Jason. Everybody loves Gatorade.
I don't drink Gatorade. I
know,
drink Powerade.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, then you are a Powerade guy. So let's see. I'm going to knock some of those colors out. So we'll take this pink, and I think we'll change it to a green. So we'll go into reds, and we'll color shift the pink. Actually, I wonder what happens when I just roll hue shift. So I can go that direction and then paint the reds with blue. Ooh, that's looking good.
Yeah.
Invert it
cool.
sometimes just to see how it looks too. Play with the levels a little. And then I'll go back in and pop some of these colors out more too eventually. Cool. So let's see. So I think we can get away with a blue, green, yellow color scheme too. I think that'll look nice. So we'll come up here on the color. So at this phase, Jason, I'm just kind of plugging through this. I don't want you to feel obligated to like dip out at any point, but I really am stoked to be doing some fun stuff with this piece for you.
It's cool.
It's gonna be cool. Right now, I'm just
that's cool.
Plugging along with it a little.
Oh, that's neat.
I think I'm gonna do green bounce lighting on her. Like, yeah, we'll come with that. A little green on this side.
Oh, that's cool.
So I noticed. So your wife has an agency too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They do like. How is it like differentiated from like what you guys are doing with the agency mastermind kind of thing?
Well, the funny thing is I didn't know she had an agency for about a year.
Really?
we never talk about work.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. I've definitely had my.
I told her don't ever go to my competition.
Who would win, Jason? That's the question. Y'all don't want to find out. That's not. You guys are on the same team.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's fine.
Yeah, my wife does political work. She's running a campaign right now for a local delegate, and then she also does. She owns a solar investment fund, and they do solar investment projects in QOZ zones. So they like basically help historically. What are they called? Like it's basically like historically poor and underserved areas, and they try to make sure that like they're doing investments and creating economic advantages in those communities. And a lot of people like use the QOZ laws that they function in basically to gentrify. Like, oh look, we made it nice. No one can afford to live here anymore. But what they did, they partnered that with some sustainability legislation. And they're basically able to like have people invest in their putting solar on these businesses and get tax credits. So basically they get a tax mitigation. Anyway, it's really heady stuff, but like it's like really cool stuff that puts solar energy in low income areas, which is beautiful. So
pretty neat.
Yeah, so she does a lot of cool shit, but nothing like this. But here's something funny. We're sitting there hanging out, and I've been doing a lot of work for her campaign, just helping out with little creative ads. And she came home and needed something from me, but I was swamped with so many other projects. And so she sat down in Canva, I kid you not, made this flyer that I thought was like, wow. Like that's better than I would have did in design school. And she just laughed at me.
Canva's pretty cool. Like they've
It
got a
is.
lot of, and especially like if you have a creative eye, it gives you a lot of tools that you might not, because I've been away from Photoshop for 10 years. Like I can do stuff in there now, but like the learning curve now is so great. You know, I rather go in Canva. It's just easier for me because I would use Control T. That's about it.
And just warp some stuff around. Yeah. I can see that. And dude, there's stuff like Microsoft is working on right now that is, they're calling it the Canva killer, right? Which just, is validating to Canva, I suppose. But they're basically having an AI image generator built into it as well. So you'll be able to make me a flyer for a get well soon card with an image of a puppy dog, and it makes it all based on actual data sets of highly talented designers. It's really, really fascinating. So
I'll tell you a funny AI story, and then I have to go because my wife just got home from Arizona. But so we hired this one company to do sales outreach for us.
Okay.
And they basically, for the email outreach, they create a person called Kelly Ward, and they come up with a picture and created a fake profile and everything. And this picture was AI generated.
Oh, wow.
And so if you go to my website and go to the about, you'll see the team. You'll see Stacy, Darby, me. You'll see Aspen in there, right?
Yeah.
And so I put this AI generated person. Well, this was Thursday night. I put it in there. Friday morning, Stacy called me, and I was going skiing. So I was about to jump on the lift. So I was like, I'll just call her back later. So maybe 6 hours later, I call her back, and she goes, "You have something to tell me?" I said, "What do you mean? Like, you hire someone?" Now, Stacy's been working for me for 8 years, working with me for 8 years. And I've always like vetted people through her because like we're a small team. Everyone has to gel. And she was steaming, like literally, like I could see foam coming out
I
of her
can totally
mouth.
see that. I could see her doing that.
And she's like, "Who's this person on the website? You hired someone." And I'm like, "No, I didn't." I was like, "That's a fake person. That's like AI generated."
She was probably just like, "What?" That's amazing. Dude, so good. You guys have so many great stories that are just. Well, you guys were telling a bunch of them at retreat. That was really funny too.
Yeah,
I love the camaraderie you have with your team, Jason. It speaks a lot about you as a man and as a leader. So it's a good team you got, and really been cool getting to hang out with you, man. Appreciate you coming to my show, and we'll chat again tomorrow.
Definitely.
For your show, and if you guys haven't checked out Jason's show, it's an amazing podcast. It's on Webtoons everywhere. What's it called? It used to be the Digital Agency.
Okay. Yeah, Smart Agency Masterclass.
Smart Agency Masterclass. Every time I listen to one of those, I listen and I learn something new to apply to my agency, or just like some cool insights from like other people that are really, really talented in the space, have climbed the ladder themselves and figured out some cool shit that someone else hasn't. So it's highly valuable. But all right, Jason, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for stopping by.
All right.
Take it easy.
All right. Talk more NFTs tomorrow.
We will. I promise. It'll be fun.
See you guys. Bye.
Good night, buddy. All right, switching over to single screen. We'll finish up this dog. Let's see, solo with a big channel. See if I can turn my camera back on. You guys still around? Anybody here? Yeah, it is a beautiful dog, Andy. Sorry. It's hard to hold all the conversations at once. 1 second. Let me get my video back up. It is not pulling up. Let's see. Usually I can just get it right back up. Be right back. struggling. Get my camera back on here. Anybody in the chat these few later hours here? We got 3 people. That appears to have worked. Boom! Back live. Alright. Gotta open up this jammy whammy. Turn off these ugly lights here in a second. Missed that part of the time lapse. Oops. It's all good. I'm gonna have way more fun with it anyways. This will be for the time lapse. Time lapse. Alright, back in action. Switch this chair up. Alright, I still don't love the background, so I think we need to get a little more colors. I think. Oh, and I wanted to put some mountains in there. I'm going to try to render some more mountains in the background here. Watercolor. Mountain. Escape. Colorful. Blue, green, and yellow. Watercolor. See what that comes up with. Actually, I might just buy a stock image. That's what I should do anyways. Got a little mountain scape. Get some water really fast. These mountains. Coming to download some mountains. Oh, actually, I'm gonna take these mountains out of Jason's actual photograph. That'll be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna restart the dog. I'm not super vibing on it yet. Alright. Ooh, that looks really cool. Beast. Thank you, baby. Love you. How you doing? You alright? Okay. Love you. I'm not feeling any of that. Actually, that sort of works already. I am going to back the dog up and commit to that. What the fuck? Good times. I don't even know what just happened there. I just closed it somehow. Actually, I probably shouldn't use a hairbrush on the nose. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'll smudge that out. Oh, cool. So we're gonna hit this yellow and do that real fast so I can get my head right on that. I want to be jacking it all up, not doing it properly. Bastardizing your face. I'll fix that. I'll redeem this shortly. Gotta trust the process, you know. And we're live. Hey, Derek. Sorry, I wasn't even looking up there. Yeah, I was talking to you guys. Sorry, dude. Propagation. What up, bro? Sorry, I didn't even look up at the screen. There needs to be like an audible. I need a ping, like a ping when you guys message me. Is there a ping? Does anyone know about this? Is there an option for pinging? Because I'm just like, I have no idea when you guys are talking to me. I always feel bad when I look up and my friends are here and they're hanging out and I'm not even knowing it. Don't even reply, like a bad friend. Why is it not letting me run a blur? Well, I'm not in the raid. Well, so I'm not in the actual. I don't have the Twitch up. It's all being piped through into my Jam, whatever the fuck this is. OBS. So I don't know if that's causing the problem or not, but we'll figure it out. I'm just painting my buddy's dog. He was on earlier. Named Jason Swenk. Apparently he's super tight with his dog. I asked all of his employees, if I should do a portrait for him, It was like, yeah, do his dog. He'd love his dog. So I just figured I'd do it on the live stream once he decided to come on a live stream. So here we are, painting Jason's dog. Her name is Aspen. This looks like a good girl. And he loves the mountains. So we're doing a little mountainscape. I'm just going to merge all this in for now. Commit to it. I'll probably fuck it all up. Give him the hat and pitchfork like with clips on it. That would be entertaining for sure. Put a pitchfork next to it. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. I think that's kind of funny. Not gonna lie. Screen. I don't like the way it's blending. Yes. I knew what you meant, bro. I wasn't in a position to felt like you need to be corrected. It is all good, even if the show is for the love of creativity. What did I do with the crazy background I was making? I must have deleted it already. We're giving away another print if anybody wants one. Enter the competition. Like and follow all my shit. Well, that looks terrible. That's not doing anything for me. Play with some more later. How did the comic competition go? We did not place in like the top 30 comics they mentioned. Which was it was interesting. You know, as we went back and looked at what they did greenlight, they greenlit a lot of shit that was like a lot more heavily anime. You know, if we can make some excuses. So, you know, yeah, that is what it is, I guess, right? Like, but at the end of the day, they didn't pick us up, which is okay. They actually have been going through some things with, like, the way Webtoons is doing stuff. Apparently, a lot of the creators have been pretty upset about it. So, it might be a blessing in disguise that it didn't go anywhere. Definitely didn't slow us down because I have posted it, and it's on our website, and it's helping people connect with us and see what kind of work we can do and our abilities to flex in the realm of world creation and storytelling. So I'm actually not mad really about it at all. So thanks for asking, though. We definitely put our whole ass into it, and it didn't get greenlit, which frankly, like, we've had better opportunities show up since then. So again, my feelings aren't hurt about it. Actually, and some of them have seen, like, hey, they saw the comic, thought we did some amazing stuff, and now we've gotten a couple deals One specifically recently to work on a world building project ourselves, which is amazing. We're so much fun on that. So it's been cool. So I say it was a win. That's how the competition went. Excuse me. I think we need to get some nice blues in here. So I'm trying to change the lighting because I didn't want to invert the picture and I didn't like the mountains inverted. Just like adjustment layers more than anything, I think. So she's gonna have a lot of light because the light's coming this way, coming from up here. I don't know if you guys can see the little hand on there, down. So in the background, so I'm making it work that way in the foreground too. So I just need a lot of little of these hairs that are gonna get hit by the light. It'll look really cool. I'll do some of these at the very end too. I don't know if she has that right there. Let me look. I really lost the integrity of her face here. So the biggest thing in like relating to like, does this still look like this dog or this person or whatever? So making sure you get all the shapes and angles really good, right? So that like, you know, the broad shapes are relating to the other broad shapes, especially in the face, in the same fashion. I gotta let my dogs in real fast. Give me a second. So that's gonna be my reference. See how that works. Alright, I will be right back. Finish this thing up here in the next hour. It's gonna be beautimous. Be back in less than 5 minutes, like 2 minutes. It's gonna take these beasts down. Or let them in. I don't know, whatever I'm doing. Come on, get him. Get him. Hit the wrong button. Here we are. Alright, yeah, so I wanted to make sure face was... right. It still doesn't look right. I don't think I got the... That's not working. To see if there was a... I thought I saw some stuff where you can AI move the lighting which would be interesting. Sorry about that. Alright, I think I have a better idea. Dude, I'm totally butchering this. I'm gonna reset this part of the face here. That's why I keep backup layers. No, not vibing that. Wow, totally ruined the dog's nose. Okay, definitely gotta keep this. Derek's back. Welcome back, sir. I'm checking the chat now. I didn't realize you guys were in there. You guys in there win a print? Y'all got plenty of prints. I should have fixed the lighting beforehand. Still widening out her face too much. Ah, that's so tricky. Yeah, I think I can make that work. I'll leave it there for now. Play with the brushes here. Brushes settings. Dual brush. There it is. I just like to have a little more texture in it. Shit. No, I gotta stop trying to fuck with the color shift on this. Alright, let me see something. I'm switching. What I decided, I'm not gonna fight it. I'm just gonna work with the lighting scheme that's already there. I might add a little bounce light of another color afterwards. But that was getting frustrating. If I looked like that on my face. Miss you too, Derek. We definitely gotta all kick it soon. And guess what? We are super excited. Go team. Should be super fun. What the fuck's going on in my edges here? Somehow the edges of this got messed up, so I just kept making duplicates and merged them together. So it had like a little bit of pixels, but it wasn't fully filled in, but should be fully filled in now. So it's duplicating and adding a layer back then. So, alright, let's go with this crazy yellow. Let's get funky with it. I think the music might be a little too low key for me today. Let's go back to music. Alright. Getting this done in an hour. Right now. Let's go. Old lady's turning 42 this weekend. It's gonna be crazy. Birthday party for the lady. Gonna add more light. So I'll be hitting through here with this bright yellow. And I'm gonna go ahead and layer this nice green in over here before I bump too much on the highlight. So brush, nice dark foresty green. I'm gonna do color, that's fine. Let me change to a soft round. Actually, I think blue is going to look better. Yeah. That's what he said. He like blue and greens and blue and orange. So blue, green, and orange is going to be dope. Oh, I'll have those eyes be like crazy green. Yellow highlight. I didn't realize I had this shit on 100%. I was like, why is this going on so crazy? Now I know. Should have did this on the layer above, but we'll make it work. Hey, baby. lost my chats. 42. I gotta get better at this. There must be a way for me to have a chat alert of some sort. I feel like I just miss everybody all the time. Hello. Got some weird metally stuff going on. What is this? What is the word I'm looking for? Something. Electronic dance music? EDM? Play. No. Let me pull up this reference photo. Wondering why I wasn't feeling it, and like all my settings were messed up. My Photoshop just did whatever it wanted tonight. All the technology was failing me. I mean, Jason couldn't get connected on the live for like, I don't know, 10 minutes. Almost 15. I It is what it is. We got it. And we're here. Or he was here. The show must go on, as the old man would say. All right, that's looking better. I'm gonna blur these out in a little bit too. Normal, what's this blending mode? Normal. Love you. I'm gonna get some of this fur feeling back in the piece. It's not exciting enough yet. I think I was getting some blue though. Try something here. It's fun to listen to music in a language that you don't understand. Like, who knows what they're saying? I don't. Somebody does. Just ain't me. Alright, filter, other, high pass. That should look pretty neat. I don't like it that much, but alright, I'm gonna grab this layer, make a copy, go down here. Alright, so I'm going to punch out the highlights on this. Come on, you thing. There you go. So I just played with the blend diff layers here. If you hold Alt, you can determine when it scales in and what cuts out. So I'm doing that, playing with these a little bit, just off screen. So I just think this is gonna look cool. I'm just gonna do like 1.5 pixel blur. Alright, so that looks pretty cool. It's a hard light. We're gonna do highlights. I'm gonna throw this up and I'm gonna bring that down here. I'm going to play with the level some more. So this is gonna be the shadows. I just want the shadows on this one. Oh. I was like, why is it looking so good already? Because it was under the other one. I'm kind of just really experimenting here. Alright, I think that's sort of working better. Okay. Starting to look cool. I just hope it's not looking too much. Yeah. It's looking too much like the original now. It's alright. One step at a time. Yeah, this music's the worst tonight. High quality problems. See, I get some of this blue over here is the problem. Man, I've been really just grinding this past 2 weeks. First week felt like 2 weeks. This feels like something similar. So much good stuff going on, but just on the grind. It's kind of zapping my creative juice a little, I feel like. This is coming out cool. I'm starting to like this now. was like, man, this isn't affecting it much. I gotta find a way to pull this dog off the background. I think if I do like some really bright yellows, that might help. So I'm gonna try that again. Color. Try that again. I think I like soft light better. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool, that's making a nice difference. Yeah, so we're just pushing in a blue light from this side. See how that goes. I like it. I can do a little more highlighting, I think, with green. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking alright. Just trying to get a nice something. Not sure. That like widened your face way out way too much. Let's do. Just feeling stumped. sky replacement. Something a little more clouds, you know? Some nice clouds. It's funny. Cool. Just over here making the arts, yo. This working? I'm just gonna try to get rid of some of this white from my dad's painting a little bit over there. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, it's feeling fun. The old mountains there. I think I'm overthinking this. I think it's already looking pretty dope. It's getting tired. Just need to get it together. Stop being whiny. Excuse me. was so confused. Had it clipping into that. I really want this to pop off the background just a little more. Some, happy background popping. All right. Let's see. I think I'm gonna steal that texture I used at the end. I love this texture. It's like one of my signature things now. Not that one. That one. Yeah, it looks so cool. I actually think it just needs to be on the dog. Definitely. So this texture I made a few weeks back, but it's from one of my dad's paintings. So I just made it into like something that adds a little painterly texture to the whole picture, which I enjoy. Still feel like this is maybe that's kind of cool. Yeah, actually, it really is kind of cool. The vignette is a little much. getting close. Let's see if I got a cool texture in this one that I could pull out. Are you sure this texture's doing a damn thing? No. It's fun to go back to my old art. Turn it into new art. Again. We're just recycling art over here all the time. No big deal. Print orders, operations. Art bank. No. That definitely makes it better in my mind, so I like that. Going cross-eyed. I think I got this crazy texture in a little early. It's almost there. So we turn that into this. It's pretty cool. Need some fur on this shoulder. I almost wonder. If I could do something cool around her face. It's like a cut out of a splatter or something. It needs a little, yeah, I'm gonna do something crazy colorful in the back. Might be able to get away with using this. Got my hand all up in the camera. Just like a little pop of crazy color. Just to get her off the background. So the filter, Gaussian blur on that. And then we'll do color. Yeah, I can get with this. This could almost be on top. It's looking silly. Yeah, it's gotta be behind. Yeah, these are all supposed to be clipping masks. There we go. All right, I gotta find. I don't know if I like it more or less with that detail. Let's see. I just feel like these should be a little more subtle. That one's nice and subtle. Damn it. I wish I hated some of these things and they just look totally crazy, and I don't. I got a thought on this later. Do some blend if. That's looking pretty cool.
For the all-nighters tonight.
I don't know what the hell. What do you think?
I like it. I like sleep too.
I'm coming. It's super close here.
Come on, old man, sleeping in between. Come on. You probably need to be running that weather train. You know I'm with you by now. You know.
Yeah, I just don't like it on this one. I can't punch it off the background enough. Yeah?
At 42.
Yeah, I was talking about you.
You didn't have to put me on blast like that.
Why not?
I don't know. Not everybody knows how old I am.
That's alright. Alright, so I'm gonna go for some super bright highlights, and then I'm gonna call it a night, and it'll be what it'll be. These are, again, I'm just trying to really push this off the background just a little more. I'll blur these out a little bit too. It's a pretty dog. I think I'm going to layer in just a lot of little fur. That's what I should do when I'm trying to wrap it up. Just start doing a whole lot more shit. Why not, you know? Yeah, these super bright colors around the edges are doing it. I won't, I promise. Yeah, so because I have these on all on separate layers, I can I'm gonna blend this in a little better by blurring it a little bit before I drop it down. Now I'm just using the smudge tool to just blend them in with the fur a little better. I don't like that one. I'm just pushing all the pixels with what should be the grain of the fur. Oh, that is the actual side of her nose right there. So in which case, get like a muzzle light here. Yeah, I kept wondering, I couldn't see that, like the whole freaking thing. How that one spot just wasn't gonna work. I might end up just deleting this. We're gonna see. It's just really dark there, which makes sense. I can see how that makes sense. I'm gonna grab some blue color in this little muzzle down here. Blending out some of these more, some of these highlights and stuff. Just again, still pushing it off the background, which I think it's working out finally. We might need some blue over here. Maybe more like the right kind of blue would be good. Chill out over there, cat. I think that'll work. Got some cool painty things in the background. Yeah. I'm feeling this. It's looking good. Thanks. Appreciate you. I'm just out here living my best life. Drawing, this is my first animal portrait ever, I think. First animal portrait. It's pretty cool. This kind of looks like a lion when I do this. thing I don't like about the orange is it's too much like what the dog's natural color is. Something a little more funky. Hmm. I like it. I think I just need a little yellow down here and I'll be good to go. checking my reference a few more times. Yeah. Oh, it's a fun little experiment. It's hard to even tell the difference. Yeah, I think that'll do. I might make some little tiny tweaks tomorrow, but I think we're in good shape with that. Man, looks good. I will take it. Make that a little smaller. That was fine before. Cool. I think that's a wrap, friends. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Save as. Save this copy, and this is going to be Aspen. FLC 506 Aspen. So it was Jason Swenk was the guess. And the piece is called Aspen. Hopefully I spelled right. Cool. That was fun. See you guys next time. Hope you had fun with that. Let's see. I'll have another guest in a few weeks. My buddy Drew Unvarsky has booked. He owns a creative agency in Norfolk called Grow, which is really amazing. They do really amazing work. And yeah, I'll be back next week. Probably do some more faces and stuff. Might probably work on my teeth commission. Actually, I have a teeth commission I have to get done. It's like crazy teeth painting, but it'll be super fun. So I'm gonna do that and then go from there. All right, homies. Thank you guys. Take it easy. Peace.